All right. Well, hey, Sagittarius, welcome back to PeonyLore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. This reading is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Sagittarius. And officially, it's from the 14th through the 20th. By the time you see this, it's either going to be late Tuesday or early Wednesday. I do apologize for being a couple of days late, but my daughter graduated college, and so I'm just getting back into town and getting back into the swing of getting everything organized for you. So, different space for me. Right now, I'm just going to test this out a little bit. You'll have to let me know if you like this kind of a setup. It's always been very interesting to me to be able to address you personally, but I've always really appreciated getting the overhead with the cards specifically, so that if you are following the energy of them from your own intuition, you can feel into them a little bit more closely. But we're going to try this. We'll see what happens. So, just as we always do, we're going to start with the Sacred Geometry deck. Now, I've shuffled and I've done the invocation of prayers, all of that stuff off camera, but I wanted to just get into a few different things that are getting ready to happen. Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, the big energies are kicking in for what's going to take place this week, which is why I'm not feeling too butthurt about getting these out a little bit late. Again, my apologies, but hey, priorities, right? The 17th of this week, which is Thursday, the first quarter moon, since we had the big eclipse energy here, is going to be traveling into the sign of Virgo. So Virgo is asking you to be practical with the things that are coming up, okay? Earth and energy, practicality. There's also an opportunity for you to listen. Be more mindful with what it is that you're listening to. So do more listening and less talking. Seek first to understand so that you can be understood. There's like this negotiation energy that's kind of in that midst. As we travel on into that energy of the 20th, several people are going to have, and again, I've talked about it only a few different times, but several people are going to have an extra day off with organizations now adopting Juneteenth. So there will be an opportunity for some people to, again, have an extra day, whether or not you're celebrating it out in public amongst family and friends on your own. There's that opportunity that comes with it. And so that's already charged energy because it's kind of a big deal. Whether or not you happen to believe in the reason why people are doing it, I mean, just Google it and figure out all the history yourself. I'm not going to spend too much time, but that energy is there. The big energies, obviously, that are going to happen that Sunday, Father's Day. Congratulations to all of you that are celebrating fathers, whether they're here in the natural or in spirit. Fathers bringing forth that divine masculine energy that we all need. So even if you didn't have a father growing up, there was some person that was responsible for trying to instill upon you that divine masculine, that sense of doing, right? And so we support and we appreciate any way, shape, or form that father showed up for you. We also have the summer solstice. So that is absolutely fantastic and fabulous. And then, of course, we have the next planet going into retrograde, which is Jupiter. And Jupiter is really going to change money mindset for a lot of people. So the other big aspect that comes out of it is spiritual conversations. There's an opportunity for spiritual upgrades, downloads, for a lot of different people with these big energies that are getting ready to happen. So that's just a little background of what's up. I'm going to pull, like I said, the overall theme here for you, Sagittarius. And then we're going to pull a couple of cards from prior energy up until now. It is only this top card. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming. What we have here is protection. Safeguard yourself. This is card 44. This is angelic information that's coming through. So however you resonate with protection and whatever pantheon you subscribe to, protection is a part of it. Especially spirit workers, you need to make sure that you are protecting your energy as you are getting involved in this kind of energy, okay? So protection is the detail that comes up. Safeguard yourself. We will go into the booklet, I'm told. I'm going to just put that there. We're using the Thankyou deck here. Again, this particular week, we're going to clarify with our White Sage Tarot, as we have Oracle of the Radiant Sun, if as I'm called to, and then I have the Lightworker Oracle deck to pop out any additional messages. So we're just going to follow Spirit. God bless America, women. I'm telling you. So this is for Sagittarius. This is prior past energy. We have the Seven of Swords. I think Gemini got this card in the past as well. This card is titled Futility. So the Seven of Swords energy, and I made the little, you know, Star Trek joke, resistance is futile. Seven of Swords energy sometimes gets a bad rap with somebody being sneaky and suspicious and there's something going on. Well, the reason is because either you or someone else in your energy is holding something very close to the vest. And it's not always time to share content with everyone, okay? Sometimes you got to hold on to a piece of information before you let other details fly. Let me have another couple of cards for Sagittarius from prior energy, recent past until now, please. We will clarify. We will definitely clarify. Sag, there it is. Ooh, Ace of Wands. A gift from the universe. Powerful. Oh my gosh, was it Gemini? It might have been Gemini. So some of you guys might have Gemini in your chart. You might want to go and take another look at that reading. Okay. Ace of Wands, a gift from the universe would have bestowed upon you. Passion project, power moment. I'm getting a little bit of romance out of this particular card here. Virility is the word that I want to use, if you know what I'm saying. But regardless, an ace is a gift. Is there anything? Thank you. Woo. Now, we have the Three of Swords energy. This particular deck titles it Peace. And what this is healing. And healing mental, a lot of mental, but anything that would have been driven towards an annoyance. That's really kind of what I'm getting. It's an annoyance towards something to the extreme, okay? So the Three of Swords comes in. I beg your pardon. This is not. This is the Two of Swords. My apologies. I was getting that from that glyph at the top. Apologies. Two of Swords. Okay. Decision-making time. And the universe is just asking you to make sure that the decision is between your head and your heart so that you can be completely balanced, right? You can afford to let something go and be more in the Ace of Swords moment if you are willing to make that decision for yourself between your head and your heart. But a decision nonetheless had to have been made. And it seems as though it could have been a little bit difficult for you to do, is the energy that I'm getting. Because I'm getting healing out of this. Something needed to happen for you, even though... Well, let's just see. Let's just go ahead and clarify. Give me a couple cards on the Seven of Swords here for Sagittarius. Prior energy, recent up until now. Thank you. Oh, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups comes through. Potential water sign. It doesn't have to be. But the Knight of Cups comes through to offer a cup of love. Really is coming in strong for me, for some of you, not all of you. Five of Wands, having a mental conflict really with yourself with this Five of Wands energy. What are you going to do with this new passion? Having to make a decision. Let's go in and see what was going on with Sagittarius with this Two of Swords energy. Universe wants you to be at peace. Okay, well, we've got a few things. So we're going to take the Major Arcana of Death, and we're going to take the Moon card in the reverse position. So the Death card, okay, Scorpio energy, transformation, change, dropping something so that you can allow something new to come forward. That would be a lot. The Moon card in the reverse position is indicating that there was some information that came to the forefront, and you may not have known about it. So I think that for some of you, I'm definitely getting romantic vibes out of this whole situation. I'm going to be a little bit nosy and take a hit on this Knight of Cups. Why is this Knight of Cups significant with the Seven of Swords? Just one card. Four of Swords. It's resting after battle is what that is. So now I got to go into this Five of Wands. Two of Wands. Choice. The world was in your hands. You were making a difficult choice, making a difficult decision. I thought, yeah, it's this one that wanted to pop out. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position is talking about trying to pull something off the tree before it's ready. So lack of patience. So I'm going to leave it there for this particular moment. Let's just see if my vibe is accurate as we continue on with the day-to-day. I'm going to put these back. And again, if they happen to pop back out, then we know that that's Spirit's way of saying that there was some of this energy that's still remaining and or will have been clarified as it carries on into this particular week. So let's give this a quick shuffle. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you are staying cool. I know most of the country is going through this really ridiculous heat wave right now, self included, hence the reason I'm in a different part of the house to be a little bit more cool. Hoping that for many of you, you were able to take advantage of that big solar eclipse and new moon for those wishes. Not only setting you up for the next 30 days, but 6 months down the line. What do we have for our Sagittarius for this upcoming week, or for this week current, 14th through the 20th? Sagittarius, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nope, I need you to pop out. I'm not chasing. Sagittarius. All right. It's definitely these. Take them in sequence. Well, there's the Seven of Swords. That's still with you. Secrets. There's the Peace card again. Two of Swords. Now we've got the Queen of Discs in play. Okay. Queen of Pentacles really has it together. Long-term longevity. Taking care of her kingdom, her queendom. Disappointment. Five of Cups. Now it did originally present in the reverse position, which indicates there is healing. Maybe that's where I was getting the Three of Swords energy from. Healing is taking place. For Sagittarius, it's possible that you have a Queen of Discs in the mix. So this would be earth and energy for sure. Okay, an earth sign. Ooh. Prince of Swords. Okay. New ideas coming to fruition. What else do we have for Sagittarius for the remainder of this week through the weekend? Woo! Hey now. We have several, and we are going to take them as they are. Prince of Discs, Prince of Swords, Prince of Discs, completion in the household, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands, entrepreneurial energy for sure. This really stands to be your energy, whether you're male or female. I'm going to put these up here so that I can really have a little bit of space, because I feel a lot of cards are getting ready to come out here. Okay. Ooh, they're not really in alignment, but that's okay. We'll make it work. I really want to hit this Five of Cups that's sitting here in the reverse position for you, but we are going to start in its natural order. We've already talked about this futility, but at the bottom of the deck, what we do have is the Prince of Cups. So there is, like I said, relationship is kind of where I was going. There's some information that was showing up somewhere. Yeah, next card is the Hangman. So we do have somebody that needs to be patient with that energy that's coming through. That is definitely Neptunian energy, and that's going to have more of a play, I feel, for you next week. When we get into next week, we'll talk about the next big deal that's getting ready to happen. However, protection. Well, Seven of Swords energy. One more time. We're going to shuffle this again. Cat, what are you doing? Kitty, what are you doing? Dingles over there. Huh? Sorry. Distracted. Give me information on this Seven of Swords here for Sagittarius that showed up. They're still carrying this energy forward. Well, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is about trying to keep your boundaries up to the extent that you can have space to do the next thing, okay? The rest of the cards that come out are going to go in natural sequence here, one at a time. And so that's how we're going to do it. This Peace card, making this decision, major Capricorn energy of the devil. At best, the devil brings forward a lot of extreme passion. Like I said, with that wand, that Ace of Wands energy, it's phallic symbol. Do the math, figure it out. Extreme, like extreme, okay? It could be one of the best relationship times that you've ever had. At worst, the devil is binding energy, like binding yourself to a person, place, thing, a set of ideals, or something that is not necessarily in your best interest because you're sacrificing yourself for this individual or this energy, okay? The next card that comes into play is the Queen of Discs underneath the Queen of, or excuse me, the Queen of Wands underneath the Queen of Discs. So Sagittarius, this really is you. This energy is this Queen of Wands. Again, whether you're male or female, okay? Entrepreneurial energy, boss energy, bossing up, leveling up, really going after what it is that you want with a lot of vigor, but also very kind energy. Knows what she wants, knows how to get it, brings people to the table that are going to be able to support her, and she continues to lay out the foundation for the things that need to happen. Queen of Discs, yeah, that is definitely not your energy. Oh, how interesting. Now we have the Queen of Cups that's sitting on the board. So we also have three queens that are sitting down here. Let me just make sure. Oh, we got all of them. We just happen to have the Queen of Wands again. So yes, you are the Queen of Wands here. We will put this together here in short order. So the Queen of Cups in the reverse position is not capable of making a decision because she's a little bit too much in her feels. Normally she's able to take someone through the situation of, I've been there, I've done that, I can help you, come talk to me, let's have a tea, let me share with you my experience, I've been through the storm, I can help you. But with the Five of Cups in the reverse position, and this card is titled Disappointment, you can't get much more clear than this. This definitely is disappointment. This is heavy Mars and Scorpio energy, just so that you're aware. It's aggressive energy, in a sense. Wants to go very, very fast, and there was something that needed to change in order for you to be able to take advantage of that energy of healing. But because it originally presented itself in the reverse position, it does mean that you've gotten past a little bit of something, okay? It may not be 100% completed or concluded, but there is that energy of healing being in process. Let's continue on down the line here. Prince of Swords energy. We've got the Nine of Pentacles now in the reverse position. So yeah, some of you are binding yourself to the idea of somebody else's idea more so than your own independence. Nine of Pentacles upright wants to be all about you being independent, and you're latching yourself onto someone else's wagon wheel, so to speak. Now we have the Prince of Discs that's sitting here. Again, earth and energy. Very well could be a Capricorn that's in the mix here. Five of Pentacles. Two fives on the ground here talking about change. Okay. Five of Pentacles in the reverse position does mean that somebody was able to support you and provide you with something. It could have been this earthen energy that provided you with that detail, that context, that information that you needed to have. The problem is with the Sun in the reverse position sitting on top of this Four of Wands moment that we have here. Even though it's the happiest card in the deck, when it sits in the reverse position, that's indicative of burnout, really. So you're burnt out on something that needs to have been closed to a cycle. So this is Aries energy in Libra. I don't really like the way that I feel right now. Obviously, I'm an empath and I'm feeling this context. It's almost like there's this energy between two people that are trying really hard to reconcile and trying really hard to work out a couple of different things. And someone is just like kind of giving up a little bit towards the end of the cycle here. And you're giving someone else your power in a sense. So let's find out what Sagittarius is as the Queen of Wands needing to do. What is going on here with this Queen of Wands? How's this going to end? Thank you. Ten of Swords in the reverse position. You are essentially ending something, recognizing what's going on here so that you can take your full power back. At least you're ending the cycle of how something is currently going on. The bottom of the deck, we had the Prince of Cups. The bottom of the clarifying deck, Page of Cups. Youthful enthusiasm wants to come through for a new heartfelt moment. But you have to ask yourself, at what cost are you willing to tie yourself to someone? The energy that I get, and again, I really do feel like it's Capricorn energy. It doesn't really have to be, but there's definitely an earthen sign that's in here. Yeah, something's just not quite right with this Sagittarius. Something's just not quite right. The other thing that I get is that you're so tied to dollars and cents that you're willing to do anything to make sure that you have it. The problem is, even though you think you're healing by not being available to people and not really being emotionally available to people, which is where this Prince and this Page of Cups wants to come in to help restore you, you're not seeing... You're taking someone else's idea here. And that's not always bad. You do need to collaborate with people. You do need to always collaborate. You need to have your piece. You need to let them have their piece, their say. But I don't like this energy of this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position because it indicates codependency. And nobody got time for that. Not if you have the ability to avoid it. And even though this Prince of Discs is coming in, it's like somebody offered you something. It's like you had a real big problem with something. You were holding something close to the vest. You had to make a decision. It's almost like you took someone's money. It doesn't have to be, but that's the severity of what I'm getting. You took somebody's money, or you took somebody's loan, or you took somebody's opportunity for you, thinking that that was going to help take care of a situation. And you think that that's healing, but this person is going to not be in your best interest, because they're taking away your independence. That's really what it is. And although the cycle should be completed and there should be a lot of happiness, this is burning you out. This is stressing you out. So Sagittarius, again, you are the Queen of Wands, whether you're male or female, okay? The Divine Feminine wants to be back on her horse, which means something has to end. I'm going to take another couple of cards here. I'm going to leave the bottom of the deck out because we already talked about it. And I want to get another couple of cards here actually on both. This completion cycle, this Four of Wands moment. It should be happiness. It should be joy. It should be satisfaction. It should be growth and elevation. 1111 energy is exactly what it is. This card keeps coming out for people through my reads today. This is like a karmic relationship is what's going on here. I don't like this energy. I feel gross. And I don't mean to say that. I just feel like not in my skin. Like I'm just waiting for the next shoe to drop. And I know that's really negative, and I'm really not trying to be negative. But there's something not quite right with this sun being in the reverse position. The only thing that I can say is the Chariot card comes out here to indicate that you're going to move swiftly beyond challenges. Okay, it's going to be fast, it's going to be rough, it's going to be bumpy, but you are going to get through the other side, regardless. And if you're ending a cycle, if you're catching yourself in a moment where you're like, ooh, God, why did I do that? Oh, I have time to fix this, is really kind of what I'm getting. I have time to fix this. Now there's this, like I can breathe again, like I've got a way out. And I know that sounds really wonky. I'm really sorry, but that's literally how I'm feeling. And I think that's the advice of Spirit, because there is, following this, the Six of Wands, which is being recognized after a struggle. So you're changing the way something is happening here. And that I do like. I'm going to take another couple of cards here. Here we go. Ace of Swords in the reverse position. Be mindful of your ideas. Like you're not 100% in your faculty with the ideas that are coming forward at this particular moment. Like there's a fog. There's no clarity. Why is the Six of Wands here then? Well, the King of Swords is coming. So the King of Swords is coming to help you with this clarity. And the King of Swords is going to be able to share with you how to use this Ace of Swords in the upright. So you are changing something. There's like a second opportunity for you to fix something. You're removing whatever this Ten of Swords was. It's 100% like done and over with. You're changing something that's happening here for you. I like the energy of this. The rest of this just makes me feel, ugh, I'm sorry. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go hit this with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun so I can find out a little bit more about what's going on here. This is for Sagittarius. Thank you. Vision. Well, okay. So here's how I'm going to say this about that. This is the sun energy here. Okay, in Pisces. So this is this weekend's turn. All right. You have a vision. There's something that you want to have happen. And you should not let someone else step over you. It doesn't matter if you guys had to seek out a business loan or you had to borrow money from mom and dad or whatever the case may be. I just get this feeling of I owe this person something, but don't sacrifice yourself for your own dreams and wants. Again, it's protection. Protect yourself. Okay? What else do we have for Sagittarius? You can't leave me hanging like this. There's got to be some other glorious, something glorious. Risk. Yeah, you took a risk. So this is Aries energy with Saturn. You took a risk. Sometimes risks pay off. Okay? Sometimes they don't. To me, it looks like it's going to pay off for you, for sure. Calculated risk. Okay, good for you. Clarity is in the wheelhouse. Whoops, beg pardon. King of Swords energy is the energy of Archangel Michael coming through with that protection, just so that I can put that out there. I'm going to flip these back over because I wasn't paying attention and I want to be thorough here. One more time. Show me what else Sagittarius needs to know. Riches. Definitely Capricorn. Capricorn and Saturn. So this is exactly where this card goes. Riches. And unfortunately, it's yielded some drama. Leo energy. Powerful energy with Mercury in its retrograde phase currently. When Mercury goes direct, and another several days after this reading, like it's the 22nd, there's going to be like this really big epiphany that's going to come through. Okay? Risk and drama together for me is just a heads up warning. And this is exactly why you have to be mindful when it comes to that Thursday. You really have to listen. You really have to listen to what somebody else is saying. Do you hear the legalese at the bottom of that contract? Are you cognizant of it? Have you read it? Have you read the contract? Do you really know what you're getting yourself into? Calculated risks are great. Innovation. So this is that Aquarius energy that comes through with Jupiter. There's something that you want. You have a vision. And that's why you were willing to take this risk with this Queen of Pentacles energy. She doesn't really want for anything. She's almost like mini Empress in a sense, because she's very practical about trying to take care of her kingdom, her queendom. Very solid, but there's just something not quite right. And if you're doing all this Taurian energy, this earthen energy that's here, it's about status for you in a sense, this Jupiter energy. Oops, sorry. Good gravy. Okay. Mars in Cancer. Quarrel. We have the moon in Virgo, order in the reverse position, meaning there's lack of order here. And that's where